Hey guys, thanks for showing up. Sorry about the bad lighting. I just finished a leg workout. I'm completely gassed, but I want to put this stuff down on tape because the whole week has gotten away from me. That could be another sort of a video, okay? But anyways, today we're gonna talk about leg exercises. I did a quick YouTube search and typed in leg exercises resistance band, and all the top hits, maybe almost all of them, had you putting the band on the floor, stepping on it, and then holding on to it. There was even this big jacked guy who takes you through 4 leg exercises, which are pretty good, but they all have you stepping on the band, putting the band through the arch of your foot, and then holding it with your hands. Man, that looks like some caveman stupid, ridiculous stuff. Too many margins for errors. Let's say your foot inverts or everts, and that band comes flying up. It's madness. Buy yourself an ankle cuff, strap that bad boy to your foot, and now that resistance is going to stay true wherever you move your foot. It also will let you do some sort of a moving with your feet, moving through space, okay? We're gonna go to the gym, and in the gym videos, I'm gonna show you how we start stacking things together. So in the absence of weight, you can use the bands, which will incur their own type of resistance. Rather than gravity always pushing the band down or pushing weight down, the bands will move them in the direction of the pull. We've already talked about that. But now what we can do is we can start stacking different resistance things together, okay? So this is like the triple stack of what I've got going on. I've got 2 weight vests on that will load my center of gravity, okay? It allows my hands to move freely. It incurs load in through the whole body weight rather than just through the hands. That's resistance number 1. Resistance number 2 is weights in my hands. If you don't have weights, fine. Just use whatever you got. And then resistance number 3 is the ankle cuffs. So understand we've got 3 different resistances all happening simultaneously. You can't get that any other way. So basically the band, I gotta change the camera angle. Give me a second. The resistance band is going to pull my foot in the direction. So I have to use active hip extension, which uses the hamstring and uses the glutes to actively extend that hip joint, okay? You can then, if the band is going this way, all you do is turn yourself and make the cuff go backwards, and now you're having to use your quadriceps and your hip flexors to provide hip flexion, okay? Now, when we stack that resistance with a load in our hands and a load on our center of gravity, we've got the total package. You've got weight going up and down. So if you were to do a step back lunge, you're still getting hip flexion and hip extension against a load. Well, now we're supercharging it because that band wants to pull my foot forward, and I'm having to resist it by going backwards, by actually actively extending that hip to get it behind me. So if you are just working out with bands, I think the foolish thing is to put those bad boys under your feet, and now I'm stuck. I'm stuck in this closed chain situation where my squat or my deadlift has to happen with my feet rooted to the ground. That's one application. But understand, if we're doing a step back lunge, I'm still forcing that foot into the ground for stabilization, but I'm getting the load through the body, and I'm getting the load is pulling my hip into flexion, and I have to counter that by getting it back into extension.